News making headlines: skulls, bone fragments believed to belong to a girl were found. Good evening and welcome to the Nightline. I'm Norhikmah Binti Sudin. Police found skeletal remains believed to be that of a 5-year-old girl in a bush near the water tank in Taman Bukit Zamrud this morning after a search operation was carried out since March 28. The discovery was made at about 11 a.m. and found the skull, molars, and skeletal fragments were scattered on the ground and covered with dry leaves about 10 meters from the original location of the victim, which was said to have been planted. The District Police Chief Assistant Commissioner Nanda Ma'ruf said that this case were believed to be linked to 3 suspects who were detained in connection with the discovery of an unidentified woman's body in a ravine at kilometer 14 Jalan Bukit Putus on March 20. Following the incident, police arrested 2 men aged 41 and 44 and 18-year-old woman on March 22. The skeletons were managed to be found after the 2 suspects were taken to the incident location and urged by the police. Upon the investigation of human skeleton, the case is classified according to Section 302 of the Penal Code. In the meantime, ACP Nanda said that through the discovery of the human skeleton, the police will be able to solve the case of the woman's body in the gorge, and the investigation paper will be sent to the Deputy Public Prosecutor as soon as possible. Based on the preliminary investigation, the victim may have been buried between 2 or 3 months ago. Yet, it is still under forensics and pathological investigations to confirm whether the bones belong to humans or animals. However, the motive of these 2 cases is still unknown.
Ukraine prepares to fight Russia's impending eastern offensive. Welcome to World News. I'm Mohamad Asri bin Yunus. So, what is going to happen in the world lately? Ukraine prepared for Russian eastern offensive. Conflict between Ukraine and Russians has been going on months. It started on February 24, 2020 when it's announced personally by Russian President Vladimir Putin. On April 10, 2020, Ukraine prepares to fight impending Russian offensive. Ukrainian forces dug in and Russian military lent out more firepower Sunday ahead of an expected showdown in eastern Ukraine that could become a defensive period in a world war that has threatened cities, killed untold thousands and isolated Moscow economically and politically. Experts say a full-scale offensive in the earth could start within days. Thus, question reminded about the ability of Russia's depleted and demoralized force to conquer much ground after Ukraine's inspired defender repeated their push to capture the capital, Kyiv. Britain's defense ministry reported Sunday that Russian armed forces were trying to compensate for mounting casualties by boosting troop number with personnel who had been discharged from service since 2020. Ukraine has the bulk of its military force in the earth. Estimates vary, but they are believed to number in tens of thousands.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Nur Raihana Khairunisa, Binti Mohamad Asri. Malaysia on the right track to recovery. The country's economy is on the right track of recovery based on the resumption of more than 90% activities in the economic and social sectors. in his measures in conjunction with this year's Chinese New Year celebration, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said the recovery momentum will enable Malaysia's gross domestic product to register a strong footing in which it will continue to expand between 5.5% and 6.5% this year.
Selepas 2 tahun terpaksa menyambut tahun baru dari kejauhan dan terpisah dengan keluarga.
The recovery is also driven by the 2022 expansionary budget value at 332.1 billion, normalisation of economy and social activities. The resumption of projects with high multiplier effect and strong foreign demand, especially from trade partners, will also help to stimulate the country's economic growth. Datuk Ismail Sabri also hoped that this year would see all efforts implemented by the government to ensure economic stability and well-being of the people be evaluated and sustained for many years to come.
Ed Sheeran wins 4-year legal over Shape of You. The 4-year legal battle between British musician Ed Sheeran and songwriter Sammy Chakri and Ross O'Donoghue over plagiarism charge against Sheeran for his chartbuster Shape of You has come to an end, with a court ruling in Sheeran's favour. The UK High Court ruled on Wednesday that Sheeran had not plagiarized the 2015 song Oh Why by Sammy Chakri. In his ruling, Judge Anthony Zaccaroli said that Sheeran had neither deliberately nor subconsciously copied Chakri's work. He added that there were similarities between the one-bar phrase in Shape of You and Oh Why, saying such similarities are only a starting point for a possible infringement of copyright. After studying both songs, Zaccaroli reached to a conclusion that there were differences between the relevant parts. The judge ruled Sheeran had not heard Oh Why before writing his songs, as the defense claimed. Snow Patrol's John McDade and producer Steven, who co-wrote the song, also denied having previously heard Oh Why. In a video posted on Instagram, Sheeran said he had not been able to talk about the suit as it was still ongoing.
Hey guys, me, Johnny and Steve have made a joint statement that will be press released on the outcome of this case, but I wanted to make a small video to talk about it a bit because I've not really been able to say anything whilst it's been going on. Whilst we're obviously happy with the result, I feel like claims like this are way too common now and have become a culture where a claim is made with the idea that a settlement will be cheaper than taking it to court, even if there's no base for the claim. It's really damaging to the songwriting industry. There's only so many notes and very few chords used in pop music. Coincidence is bound to happen if 60,000 songs are being released every day on Spotify. That's 22 million songs a year, and there's only 12 notes that are available. I don't want to take anything away from the pain and hurt suffered from both sides of this case, but I just want to say I'm not an entity. I'm not a corporation. I'm a human being. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a son. Lawsuits are not a pleasant experience, and I hope with this ruling it means in the future baseless claims like this can be avoided. This really does have to end. Me, Johnny and Steve are very grateful for all the support sent to us by fellow songwriters over the last few weeks. Hopefully we can all get back to writing songs rather than having to prove that we can write them. Thank you.
Sheeran is credited as the author of Shape of You. In 2018, Sheeran alongside Sony ATV Music, Rockstar Music Limited, Pola Petro Music and Cobalt Music issued legal proceedings against Chakri and O'Donoghue in a bid to get a legal declaration saying there was no copyright infringement. This is Nor Syahilla Natasha reporting for Entertainment News.
Newly minted Korea Open champions Tan Chiang Wei and Lai Pei-jing paid tribute to their coach Shin Ye-hui for guiding them back into winning ways after 5 years. In the final, the world number 10 Malaysian, the mixed double pair, won the Super 500 Korea Open title after super play to beat the Korean pair Ko Sung-hyun and Ong Jae-won. The independent mixed double time Jiang Wei and Lai Pei-jing hope to be the third time lucky in their bid to reach their first World Tour final in nearly 3 years at the Korea Open. The two independent players took to their social media accounts to express gratitude to the 39-year-old Chin Ye-hui, who oversaw their rise when they were with the national team. Let's see the highlights of the match.
5 points in a row. Come on, Tan and Lai. Rule our set, please.
Oh, nicely done, and it's a winner.
Tan and Lai win.
Good win.
And Lai are expected to move up to number 9 on the world ranking following their success in Korea.
선수들에게 역시나 메달과 마스코트를 전달하고 있습니다.
Jiang Wei and Beijing have played their best badminton, which last lasted success in 2017, culminating in them being crowned as Malaysia Masters champions, the only Malaysian after Lee Chong Wei to win the Korea Open title since the tournament's inception in 1991. Since last lasting success at the 2017 Malaysia Masters Champion, Jiang Wei and Beijing have set their sights on winning a World Tour event. The duos who have reached at least the quarter-final stage in all tournaments this season are expected to move up to number 9 on the world ranking following their success in Korea. This is Siti Batrisyia Aisyah. Thank you and good evening.